so this is, yes. Hello, pretty people, all the pretty people. I see your Facebook in the building. So yes, we have Facebook in the building. Good to see you tonight. So if you know, every Wednesday night from 8 to 9, I share actionable business tips, tools, hacks, strategies, marketing, branding every single Wednesday night. And so I am live. Hello, gorgeous. Yes, in my group. So if you're in my group, say hi, Jerusha. If you're in my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group, make sure you speak to me. Go ahead and tag your business bestie. If you want your business bestie to become a part of our community, you make sure you tag them so they can get access to the group. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. I am definitely excited to work with you, and I'm going to answer your questions inside the group. And so we're going to talk about following up, which is a social media strategy, but more importantly, how to overcome objections. So I'm going to give you some objection handlings and how to handle it, what you should say, what I say. I have an entire program in my 3-day ride business course. I have a whole section that is the top 10 ways to overcome objections, as well as how to follow up with follow-up scripts for an entire year. I put that together in a bundle because people were like, okay, when they follow up, people might say, hey, I'm not interested. What should I say next? Or I'm not a salesperson. What should I say next? Or if I'm not tech savvy, what should I say next? And so I put that together for you in a bundle. And so that is available. So your question tonight was, what do you say when you offer your product and they don't move forward? I'm going to give you things that you can say and overcome any objection. I have the top 10 ready for you if that's something that you're needing. Most of us, if you didn't come from a sales background, you don't know what to say. You're like, I don't even know what to say. I understand your pain. That's how I was initially. I did not know what to say until I learned what to say. And so a lot of times when you are starting a business, yes, double tap the screen. Hey, TT, we got TT in the building. Hey, TT, do me a favor, hold my nose down. Do a power share. Share it with 10 of your business besties right now. I don't want to be the best kept secret. We got an hour together sharing, and I'm going to answer business questions, but we're going to answer this business question here in my group first. Kim is in the building. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Good to see you. Double tap that screen. Our first goal is 5,000 hearts. I do need you to double tap as well as share it with 10 people. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, share it with 10 people on TT. Yes, I got you. So also, one of the things that you want to do, I am streaming on my Instagram as well and my YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead. Serendipity in the building. Serendipity is in the building. Hey, gorgeous. Thank you Thank you for sharing the broadcast. I appreciate you. On Instagram, Tanya in the building. Hey, Tanya on Instagram. Good to see you. I love it. So if I don't see your name, trust me, we will connect afterwards. I will make sure that I see you. So tonight, I'm super excited. We're going to talk about how you can follow up using social media as a tool. Don't be a fool. Use a tool. Social media is a tool. And so I use tools. Your car is a tool. Money is a tool. The microwave is a tool. Social media is a tool. And so we're going to wear this thing down. And so I'm excited for all of you. Thank you so much for putting your questions in the chat. If you are part of my business community, thank you so much. And then, of course, we have TT in the building. Double tap that screen. Our first goal is 5,000. Let TikTok know we want education to go viral. I don't do a lot of gaming. I know I need to start gaming or whatever it's called, battling or whatever. Taking notes. Okay, yes. I need to start battling. That's what they tell me. But I really want education to go viral. And so especially all of the financial people, the people that are teaching you marketing strategies, sales strategies, real estate, legal, all of those things. And so the new feature on TT, let me just tell you, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, the new feature on TT is you can upload your courses, like a video that's in a course. So I just got that feature and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. The reason why they're doing that, I don't know how long, whatever the changes are going to be. But the reason why, in my opinion, they have given us access to upload our courses inside TikTok because they want you to stay on the app. No app wants you to leave another app and go to someone's, business courses or anything outside of the app. So I have access. Y'all let me know in the chat. Do you have access to creating courses? It's a part of the Service Plus button. You press add and you will see that feature. So let me know. I got it. And I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. But they didn't say, and I got to read some more about it. What percentage are they taking? Because it seems like a subscription. So it seems like it's like a subscription. You can set your prices for your course. So that's what it appears to be. So yes, I'm excited to see. I'm going to use that feature and see what happens. But let's get into our training. If you don't know me, I'm Jerusha. I'm a business coach and speaker outside of social media. I've developed several leaders over the years. I've trained thousands on stage recognition, and I can tell you earned the trips, the diamonds, the cars in my first company. Then I started my own business, Pretty People Incorporated, where I teach you actionable business skills so you can really maximize social media, you leverage and monetize. So I teach real strategies and systems. So if you like to learn, I like to teach, baby. You're in the right place at the right time, okay? You in the right place. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, is my microphone on? You in the right place at the right time. Say hi, Jerusha, if you can hear me on Facebook. Make sure that microphone. Yep, it's on. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, you can see me now on the book face. I got you. You can hear me now on the book face. Okay. So let me just say this to you. Thank you so much for all the hearts and the love. I appreciate you. Whatever you can imagine is real. First, I need you to see yourself in fourth quarter winning. Okay. If you cannot think bigger, you will continue to have what you have right now. You've got to see yourself having an overflow of clients. You have to see yourself having an overflow of connections, collaborations. You've got to make sure you can see it before you see it. So stop putting your business on hold. Life is still happening. Your responsibilities are still there. Your family issues are still there. Your health issues are still there. That's why you cannot put your business or idea on hold until the perfect time. There is no perfect time. The time is now. Write this down. I need a pretty person to take notes for me. Tomorrow is today. Write that down. Say, business coach Jerusha said, tomorrow is today. Start today. As long as you're going to be thinking anyway, think big. The key is when you choose to think big, you start to attract big things in your life. Okay, you got to receive. You got to go ahead and receive it. Whatever you can imagine is real. Write that down. So here's how I'm going to answer your question about follow-up. I have a follow-up script and overcoming objection bundle. These are my favorite 2 words when you're following up. People who have expressed interest on your content, people who have expressed interest in your lives, people who have commented or your polls or your questions, those are leads. So you want to follow up with those people if they said, hey, I like your product. I want your product, but they didn't actually purchase your product. You want to follow up. And the 2 words that I love to say is as promised. Write this down. All salespeople say it. As promised, I'm calling to see if you had any questions on the registration. As promised, I'm calling to see if it makes sense for you to get started. As promised, I'm calling to see if we can move forward on this idea. You want to also, yes, you can use the voice on Facebook. You can use the voice clip on Instagram. You can use the voice clip. And now on TT, okay, in Messenger, if you're friends and followers of each other, you can also use a voice clip. And so you want to make sure that you are leaving messages following up. All salespeople follow up. You sell real estate, you're following up. You have leads, right? You're an Let me make sure I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. I tried to make sure this microphone was on Facebook. Yes. Hey, Tanya. Yes, I got you. DM me if you want that bundle that I just referred. DM me conversion. DM me the word conversion. Yes, if you are on Facebook, you can text me the word conversion. My business number is right there. Same thing on Instagram. My business number is right there. You can just text me conversion and I got you. Okay. Go ahead and do that for me ASAP and I'll send it to you. Now, I need everyone to understand that you're going to have to change to be more successful. Change is voluntary or involuntary, but necessary. So you got to want to change. If you got to understand you're the problem, you're the solution. You're the problem, you're the solution. You can't confront what you don't identify. Most of your situation is you. It's not your upbringing. It's not your education. It's not your background. It's not any of those things, your siblings. It's you. You have an opportunity to change. And so what I decided to do when I started building my very first business, I never sold anything. I didn't know how to respond to people. So I had to change the way that I was talking to them. I had to change the way that I was looking at everything personal. I was taking everything personal. When someone says no, it's not personal, it's personal preference. They just don't want that. Maybe not right now. It's not you. It's not your product. It's okay for people to say, I'm not interested. No is my best friend. We ride together. You see no right here? No is right here. We ride together. So yes. So here's how you're going to overcome objections. Just because someone says, oh, I'm not a salesperson, that doesn't mean they are not open. It means they're not a salesperson. If someone says, oh, I don't know how to sell anything, it doesn't mean they're rejecting you. They don't know how to sell something. So you got to listen carefully. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Okay. We want to listen. So when you follow up, one of the things that you can also say, you better write this down. Okay. If you're calling, which we don't do, that thing that y'all don't do anymore. Wait a minute. It says go live. I'm already live. Hold on 1 second on TT. Okay. There we go. It's freezing. Is anybody else freezing? I don't know why. Please let me know because I have a good Wi-Fi. So yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'm just making sure. Is anybody else freezing or just Kim? If you're going to use that device, whether you are using a voice clip or you're calling, call her by name. Hey, Lily, I'm calling to see if it makes sense to move forward toward you getting started. If you have a business opportunity and she's already seen your opportunity, you need to follow up 24 to 48 hours. Most people make decisions. If you're going to purchase a car, you make that decision in 24 to 48 hours. If you're going to purchase that home, you make that decision within 24 to 48 hours. So if you've shown her your opportunity, you've shown her your service, you sent a Zoom link or an opportunity link, you're going to follow up if she wasn't ready that night to get started. And you're going to say, hey, Lily, I'm calling to see if it makes sense for us to move forward on this opportunity and get started. You're going to ask questions. I'm a great question asker. Now, if you have your own business, like I have Pretty People Incorporated, you can also say, hey, this is Jerusha with Pretty People Incorporated, calling to see if it makes sense to send you the next step to get started. Okay. Hey, this is Jerusha with Pretty People Incorporated. I'm calling to see if it makes sense for me to send you my website so you can go ahead and get that product and relieve yourself of arthritis, whatever your product is. You're going to ask. Yes, she said, I'm going too fast. Well, you can get all of these inside the follow-up ebook. So you can actually, yes, you can write it down or you can just get the ebook. Either way, it's fine with me. If the person says, I don't know, I'm watching from YouTube, freezing here. That's weird. I don't know. Okay, sorry. I don't know. It says everything's good. The light is green. You know how your signal is good. The light is green. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, it's so good. They don't want me to get the word out. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So just stay over here if you're on TT, if it's not freezing over here, so yes. So hopefully it's not freezing everywhere. So if I were to call you, I would definitely Be like, hey, this is Jerusha with Pretty People Incorporated. Call and see if it makes sense for us to go ahead and get started with that 3-day ride so you can start having unlimited leads for your business. If they say, I don't know, what should you say? Here's what I'm going to say, and I'll give you all of these. What would you like next steps to be? Or what do you think the next step should be? When someone has expressed interest in your product or your service or your opportunity, if they say, I don't know, you ask a question. You don't try to convince them. TT freezing too. I don't know. You don't try to convince them. You don't have to beg them because there's so many people. You don't have to do any of those things. What you can do is ask another question. So when someone says, I don't know, say, well, what would you like next steps to be? Or what do you think the next step should be? And then let them answer. And then they say, okay, the next step, I want to work with you. Okay, well, what's stopping us from moving forward tonight? You're just going to ask another question. And that is how people get started, because a lot of times their hesitation is they don't know something. Their hesitation isn't it's you. Their hesitation is I don't know something. Oh, I got you. Serendipity from TT is on YouTube. Okay. They don't know something. So you just need to make sure you're answering all of their questions. The other thing that you can do is, what can I get you more information on? You want to go ahead and ask, let me go ahead and send you some more resources. Would you like some more resources to get more educated? You want to go ahead and ask that question. You don't want them researching until they talk themselves out of it, because everybody has bad reviews. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, every store, Nordstrom's, whatever, every Chipotle, every place has bad reviews and good reviews. So therefore, you don't want that person to find all the bad reviews. You want to give the reviews so all the bad stuff, they see it from you. You're not hiding anything. So you want to ask, what can I get you information on? Because they're hesitating because they don't know something. Are you guys following me on this? If you've called this person more than once, or you've texted this person more than once, or you emailed this person more than once, you still want to follow up. It takes 5 to 12 reach outs for people to sometimes make a decision. 5 to 12 reach outs. And so if you don't know what to say in 5 to 12 reach outs, I got you. No worries. Put conversion in the chat. I'll send it to you. If you're calling, same thing with the voice clip. I'm calling you. I've called you a few times. We haven't heard back from you. Where did you want to go from here? You just ask the question. You don't want to keep following up. You put them in a follow-up system, an email campaign, a texting campaign. So that way you're not physically doing it anymore. There are systems that are available. I use an all-in-one system. It's a CRM, and it follows up for me. I plug in my scripts, and it follows up for the entire year for me. You can do the same thing. All you need is a system to do it. Now, there are several apps. I know you guys have probably heard of Skipio. You've probably heard of Project Broadcast. You've probably heard of, there are several that I've used in the past. Now it's called an all-in-one. The all-in-one system can post on every platform for me, scheduled. The all-in-one can also have a texting campaign. The all-in-one system I use now has an email marketing campaign. The all-in-one system I use now also puts if you see my business pages, they put that together. My landing page, my website, that's why it's called an all-in-one. Now I don't have 50,000 different apps. So if that's you don't want to get confused anymore. You just want one app, baby, this is the best one, the all-in-one. I'll give you my referral link. It doesn't cost anything to get it, y'all. I'll give you my referral link. Here's the thing. You're going to sacrifice something to be successful, time and money. You're going to sacrifice something. You will sacrifice, time if you're trying to figure it out by yourself. For me, I needed to invest. I invested in courses. I invest in masterminds. I invest in people groups. I invest because I want to speed up that learning process. And so if you're anything like me, invest in yourself. That's the best decision I could have made, was to invest in myself and get a business coach, an upline, a trainer, or somebody. Is this making sense? Did I answer your question about how you're going to follow up? Yes or yes? Now, so since you know now how to follow up, at least you have started to follow up. Don't be afraid. She said, people say no to me all the time. In my group, she said, people say no all the time. Yes, you have to get used to people saying no, thank you. Like I said earlier, you probably missed it. I said, it's not personal, it's personal preference. If you are someone, can you imagine asking 5 people and all 5 say no, thank you? The 6th person says yes. You've got to go through the numbers. Numbers never lie. People do. So you might as well get used to people saying no, thank you. It's fine. Or people standing you up, or people not doing what they said they were going to do. It's a part of the process. The people that win, those are the ones that are following up and overcoming objections. The people that are winning, those are the people that are like, okay, that person said no, thank you. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. No just means next opportunity. No doesn't mean stop. What if they don't have the money? If they don't have the money, you ask a question. Listen, sales 101. The best salespeople ask questions. If someone says, I want to be able to take your 3-day ride business course, Jerusha, I want your bundle, Jerusha, and they say, but I don't have the money. Guess what I'm going to say? How far away are we? I'm going to ask a question. Because if the bundle, right, or the 3-day ride, if the 3-day ride is $397, and you say, I don't have the money for the 3-day ride, I'm going to ask you, how far away are we from $397? You say, we're probably $200 away. Okay, I'm going to ask another question. Okay, when do you think we can get the other 200? What do you think we need to do to get the other 200? You're just going to ask a question. The person isn't turning you down. They have a situation, and you guys together can figure it out. This is when you got to have stories from your organization. This is when you start saying, hey, I know how you feel. Feel, felt, found. It still works. I know how you feel. I felt the same way too. But what I found was when women want something bad enough, we figure it out. You see how that I overcame that objection? Okay, when someone says, okay, well, I don't have the money, you're asking, how far away are we from the actual price? And they'll say $50 away, $100 away. What can we do to get that extra $100? I have a person that I work with. Typically, what I've seen people do, they Uber, they do, they sell stuff on eBay. They actually, yes, they do all of they have a yard sale. They go and sell stuff on their different websites. These are the things that I've seen people do to get the money. What do you think you can come up with that you can do to get the rest of the money? I'm just going to ask a question. There's no judgment or anything. Does this make sense? This is sales 101. And so as long as the person sees, okay, you're trying to figure it out with me. I'm not going to brush you off. I'm not going to make you feel bad because you don't have the money. I'm going to figure it out with you. What is it do you think we can do together? I can give you some ideas of things that people have done to come up with the money. If the person is saying, I'm shy, same thing. Great. You're going to attract other shy people. If the person, oh yeah, I'm an extrovert, I could never go live. I'm an extrovert, I could never create content. I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. I could never. If you're that person, great. You're going to attract more introverts because introverts rule the world. 80% of the people or 70% of the people are actually introverts. They're not extroverts like me. You're going to always be asking questions. So if you could learn a skill, could you learn? I've not had anybody say, well, I ain't going to say anybody, nobody that I remember. That's how little it is to say, now I can't learn. I've never had anybody say that. So if you say I'm an introvert, I'm shy, I can't do videos like you, I can't speak like that, I'm not as articulate. When you do all of those things, I'm going to ask you a question. If I could teach you a skill, could you learn? Wait for it. She's going to say, yes, I can learn. We're still moving forward. We're still playing tennis. You see how this works? Okay, you can learn. Well, these are our first steps. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever your first step is, do you think you can do that? Yes. You only have to move a little bit closer to the goal. You have to make sure you understand where people are. You got to feel the people, understand the people, be interested in the people. They actually want to do it. They just can't figure it out in one day. That's not the goal. The goal is for us to take one step at a time. You don't eat a steak in one bite. You take it one bite at a time. That's how you grow a business. That's how you become successful. So you're not going to know everything in one sitting. You're not going to go know everything in one Zoom. You're not going to know everything in one connection, one call. It's going to take several calls, several conversations for you to grasp everything to be super successful. That's why we have trainings available for you. That's why we have help desk and help systems available for you. So are you willing to move forward and learn a skill? Yes. Now you can move forward with the person. So it's just a matter of listening. Is this helpful? Yes or yes? Let me see if I have questions over here. Is this help? Miss Serendipity, is this helpful? You taking notes? Does this make sense? Let me see now. Marilyn is in the building. Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? Julia is in the building. Hey, Julia, how you doing? Good to see you on Instagram. Yes, that makes sense. A lot of times what people don't realize, people are just like you. We want to humanize social media. I'm so happy I built my business offline. I'm so happy I have years of experience actually connecting with humans, actually in business settings, actually at, yes, face-to-face conferences, traveling, because I just transferred that skill set to online. And so one of the things that I do very well with is I want to make you feel something. I want to evoke an emotion. I want you to hear the passion, feel the passion, and understand that you're in good hands. You can still do that on social media. Everything doesn't have to be so transactional. It's okay to take your time. Patience is a virtue. You're going to nurture those relationships. You're going to nurture those relationships. Ask great questions. Because at the end of the day, if you answer every question, they really want to get started. And you're going to have a great customer, or you're going to have a great client, or even a great connection. Either way, you still win. The problem with most of you, in my opinion, working with even people in my 3-day ride, you're afraid to say it. I just told you what to say. You're afraid to say it. How are you going to grow in sales and grow yourself if you are afraid to talk? You just got to learn what to say. So I have all of this available for you. And so if you want the follow-up ebook and the Overcoming Objections bundle, message me the word conversion. I'm happy to send it to you. If you're like, I just need the follow-up, a year's worth of follow-up, you can get that now in the L word. It's like $9.97, like $9.97. Then you'll have all of the ways to follow up for an entire year. You're going to take those scripts. You're going to plug it into your system, whether you use an all-in-one system like myself or Project Broadcast or any of the other texting campaigns. If you're emailing it, that's fine. You can use any of the email apps that you want to use. It does the same thing, but you need to stay in contact with the people who have loved on your post. They've loved on your live. You want to stay in contact with those people, and the follow-up ebook allows you to do that, and it gives you exactly what to say. Was this helpful? Yeah, everybody follows up. If you're in real estate, she says, I'm in real estate. Okay, great. You're following up all the time. A lot of people that are in real estate, they call 50, 75 people a day following up. Yes, they have systems. Yes, they scrape accounts and get people's emails. They're emailing thousands and thousands of people. That's called follow-up. Anytime right now, I get emails from Delta. They're following up. Right now, I get emails from Baskin Robbins. They're following up. I get emails from Chick-fil-A. They're following up. They're following up. They want to make sure I'm going to email you. Delta said, I'm going to email you because when you get ready to fly, I want you to think of Delta. I don't get the Delta's email and be like, let me delete it. I'm tired of them emailing me. So if you're going to email people, periodically keeping you in front of their minds, you want to email them on a consistent basis, right? You want to make sure you're giving promotions and updates and tips and strategies. You want to make sure that you stay in front of those people. That's all Delta is doing, because they don't want me to go to Continental. They don't want me to go to, I don't even know what another one is, American Airlines. They want me to stay with Delta. You want this person to purchase from you, right? So therefore, once you get their email and their name, you're going to put them in an email marketing campaign or texting campaign. So periodically you're dropping gems. Periodically you're telling them it's fourth quarter. I'm going to have promotions. I'm going to have buy one, get one free. I'm going to have buy two, get one free. Would you like me to keep you informed? Yes. If someone says, oh, I'm not interested right now, guess what I'm going to say? I'm going to ask another question. If you say, oh, I'm not interested right now, I'm going to say, okay, great, perfect. Everything is going to be perfect. No matter what you say, I'm going to say perfect. Oh, I'm just not interested right now. Perfect. Would it be okay if I keep you updated with my promotions that are coming up in fourth quarter? You see, that's a question mark. She's like, oh yeah, keep me updated. I just want to stay in front of you. So perfect. What's your email? I got your name. What's your email? And now you're in my email campaign. Now you're getting emails. Most people don't delete your emails. Now, if they unsubscribe, that's cool. You're still talking to new people every day. It's almost like I gave you this analogy. I used to take baths, right? I still do, but when we were younger, we never took a shower. That was an adult thing. My mom put us in the tub. Okay. Most people don't take actual baths, like get in the tub. And so as a young little girl, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I got in the tub. Anybody else got in the tub, right? And so one thing about being in the tub is you have the water coming in, right? That's the hot water. You have water that you're sitting in that's settled in there. Then you also, even though it has the plug, there's water still seeping out of the tub. So imagine your business is just like that. You have all these people that have purchased from you. They rolling with you in the tub. That's the water that's in there. Yes, all of these people, they love you. They dig you. They support you. They purchase from you. They share. Those are the people that's riding with you. The reason why the faucet is on, because the water gets cold sometimes. You got to turn some hot water on if you're sitting in there for a long time. That water that you're turning on is new business, new business. You got new business coming into the tub, new business. That's new leads, new opportunities, new possibilities. That's when you create content. All of these people that are liking it, loving it, sharing it. That's new business, new business, new business, right? So now the people that are with you in the tub, that's your water. There's some water going out. Even though you have all the systems in place, even though you have all the strategies, there's always a little bit going down the drain. That's how all businesses are. People change their mind. They stop their subscription. They give up. Life happens. Whatever it is, okay? They're going down the drain. You're losing. That's why you're always marketing. That's why that fresh water is always coming in. So you got to think of your business like that. And so when I took baths, baby, we were in that tub so long, our fingers were, like had webs all over it. You're so clean, your toes, everything is so super clean. Anybody? Yes, you got it. So you want to make sure your business is like that as well. You've dotted all of your I's, crossed all of your T's. You have your systems in place for people who want to work with you or want your product. Does this make sense? Now, let me take some questions on TT. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let me take some questions on TT, because a lot of people don't understand the psychology of people. You just need to be patient. You need to be interested, not interesting, interested. You just want to ask the right questions, and you're going to get to the sale. Now, let me say this. I know I don't have to tell all of you that actually follow me, like my group, my private group. I know I don't have to tell you guys, but listen, you got to talk to enough people. Like, in order for that bathtub to get filled with customers and water, you got to talk to a lot of people. You can't just say, I put up content. It's not enough to put up content. You got to start talking to people. And can you imagine? You have the whole wide world in your hand, in your smartphone. You have 4.8 billion people who open up the app every day. What's stopping you from talking to people? You don't know how to start conversations? That's what's stopping you? I got you. All you got to do is, yes, I got you. No worries. Just follow me. I can give you all the conversations. You've got to start conversations. It's crucial. Now, if you have a business, This is for TT. I'm going to let my book face go. I'm going to let my book face family go because my time with them is up. And so listen, I love you, book face. I love you, of course. Anytime you have questions, you need to put your questions in the chat, in the group, and I'll answer your questions every Wednesday night from 8 to 9. You are my priority in this group. And so I'm going to answer some questions on TT. And so if you want to follow me over here on TT, that's totally fine. But we want to make sure we get some questions answered on TT on how to follow up, strategies of following up, how to overcome objections. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to let my book face family go. And we're going to continue this conversation on TT. So if you're not following me